morning everyone. So, isang maulan na umaga tayo ngayon, ano? But for today, I will be teaching you how clients sends payments or our salaries sa mga services na binibigay natin or that we render for them. So, first thing to do is go to paypal.com. So this time, magla-login ako using my wife's PayPal account just to demonstrate how the money transaction occur between the client or employer and the virtual assistant. So I'm gonna be using my wife's PayPal email account. Click login. Actually, itong email address, itong PayPal account na to, ginagamit ko rin talaga to for payment transaction with some of my clients. Ayan. So actually, nakapadala lang ng isang client ko. This is a weekly salary. So kasi as I have discussed in module 1, virtual assistant can be paid weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or hourly. So it really depends on the work contract or your agreement with your clients na nag-hire sa'yo. So what am I gonna do is to send, let's say ang sasahurin ko sa client ko, let's say Mary Grace is my client, no? At yung sasahurin ko ay for let's say for last week, let's say that may salary payroll frequencies every week or weekly. So let's say that this exact amount credited into the client's PayPal account is $142.43. So para mapadala ko yan sa, let's say I'm Mary Grace, I'm the employer or the client, para mapadala ko to sa employee ko or sa virtual assistant ko, I will use this platform, PayPal. So there are two ways to send this payment to the virtual assistant. You can click send and request, or kung nasendan mo na before yung receiver, mag-a-appear yun dito sa send again portion itong dashboard. So you can see my name and other names there. So pwede kong i-click na to, but for the sake of demonstration, I will use this part, send and request. But to let you see what happens when you click this, shortcut lang naman to, it will show up the same screen or the same window kapag click mo to. Let's try to click this first. My name, so let's say this is my virtual assistant and I'm gonna be sending salary. So naka-default sa peso sign yung currency here. It's because the PayPal account I'm using is by default in peso currency. So don't forget to choose the right currency, especially kapag nag-agree kayo na ang especially when you agreed that you want $1 or you want your salary to be sent in US dollar, so the client will send it in US dollar. If in peso, the client will send it in peso. Alright, so as you can see, dahil naka-peso yung currency nitong PayPal account na to, nag-auto-convert yung sinet mong $142.43 sa peso is 7,000 plus yan. So 1 week salary lang yan or payment from the client. And you can see here the conversion rate. Okay, this rate includes the currency conversion fee. Amount to pay may change as we lock in your rate. So check your final amount and it is 4%. Alright, so pwede ka rin maglagay ng note dyan kung gusto mo. Halimbawa, thank you Teo for last weeks work. And then since I'll be sending my virtual assistant in US dollars, so I will set this in US dollar. Then continue. Alright, so this will, what happens after you click the button a while ago. So ito, actually, we can change this. I'm not quite sure, but most of the employers will eventually choose this paying for an item or service kasi nga they're paying for our services online, no, for their businesses. So usually kapag taga-ibang bansa yung nagpapadala through PayPal, sorry mo lang kasi, merong corresponding fees sa pagpapadala, let's say from US to Philippines, that will incur around as what I have discussed in the video before this, around 4 to 5% yung PayPal fees sa pagpapadala or sa pagsasend ng pera from a remote location to another remote location. So from US, let's say, to Philippines. So, and to be exact, that's around 4.4% na PayPal fees when sending money to Philippines from US, right? So makikita dito yung address. Ito yung address ng PayPal account na pagsasendan mo ng pera. You're sending with 142 from 43 that. Excuse me. And then you'll pay this amount. Alright. So then you can send payments now. And so yan yung nangyayari. Pero kung halimbawa naman, nasa Philippines ka, gusto mo magpadala ng pera sa relative mo or sa friend mo, Philippine to Philippine locations lang, you can choose sending to a friend kasi usually kapag ginagamit yung PayPal in remitting money or sending money, let's say from Cavite to Mindanao, wala po yung bayad. So kung $142.43 yung pinadala or kung 7,000 pesos yung pinadala mo sa friend mo or relatives mo, marireceive niya yun sa PayPal account niya na walang bawas yung kanyang pera na pinadala ng friend niya. So that's how it works when you choose sending to a friend within locality lang, within the Philippines or within US. So that's how it works. Now, let's just go to the summary again para makabalik tayo sa dashboard. So pinakita ko na sa inyo yung situation kapag repeatedly na-sendan mo na ng money yung another PayPal account owner. So dito yon sa part na to gagawin. But if in case this is the first time that your client or employer sends you money, the client or employer will eventually click this portion, send and request. Right? Yan. So, send payment to, dito niya ilalagay yung PayPal email address ng VA niya. Yan. So, kung dati na nasendan, mag-a-appear din dito yung PayPal email address ng VA. But, if not yet, if the PayPal email address isn't sent yet even once before, walang magda-drop down dito. Let's say first time talaga to. You just need to click next. Ayan. So since yung VA nag-require or nag-request na ma-receive niya yung payments niya in US dollar, so that will be sent to him in US dollar. And the same thing, kayo, pwede niya lagay dito. Kayo, thanks for your work this last week. Really appreciate it. Keep up the good work. So, pwede maglagay ng note dyan yung client kapag masaya sa output mo. And then, let's say this is the exact amount that you'll be receiving on a weekly basis of your services done for your client. Then click continue. Ayan. Okay, again, the client may change this to paying for an item or services. Okay, let's try this one, paying for an item or service, and then send payments now. Ayan, so you can see na after the client sends you money, another notification will show up to your screen, which says you've sent $142.43 USD to So the client can send the screenshot. Yan. Pwede niyang isend tong screenshot na to as a proof na nagpadala siya ng pera sa PayPal account mo. Okay, ayan. So, pwede itong ipadala sa virtual assistant. And then, you can check your email address na ginamit mo sa PayPal account opening. Kasi magsisend din ng notification yung PayPal that the money was already sent to your PayPal account. So that's how a client or an employer sends you money through PayPal, and the transaction is PayPal to PayPal. I hope na nakatulong po sa inyo. So thank you very much, and God bless us all.